The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
You've been deceived by an agent of Satan himself. He's evil.
Sitting right here. Come on.
No, he's not evil. He's just a bit rude.
98 UPT.
This, I've been excited. You have never been here. We've been here for 20 years. You have never been here.
And I've been doing stand-up for 22 years. I've never been here.
This means you've dodged us. You've been dodging us.
Yeah,
no,
what's the deal?
Intentionally not showing up is what it is.
No, I've never been even invited.
we didn't know you were here.
Like, ever.
It's his fault. I blame Brad.
You got to blame it on the management.
Yeah, the management. They didn't ever put us together.
Exactly.
You're good at what you do 20 years. We're clearly, evidently okay at this 20 years, so why haven't we met?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm talking to Ali Siddiq.
Same haircut, everything.
Exactly. We're twins. This was meant to happen. Well, let's not go crazy. We're not including Brady there, but we're not bald.
Spot on.
Ali Siddiq is at Stand Up Live all weekend long, and I think your story is absolutely fascinating. I've actually wanted to meet you. I saw the stuff on Comedy Central. That was on Comedy Central, right?
Yes,
or was that
yes, it
was. I'll let you tell, because I'll fumble it up. Tell everybody who you are and what this is.
From where? From like 1973?
Yeah, from the year you were born.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Let's start with your first kiss.
What position were your parents in?
So my father, very young, he was 17. Saw this young damsel in distress. My mother, 15. Very true story.
No kidding.
17, 15.
Wow.
Yes, very true story.
What's it like being 15 years younger than your mother?
Oh, actually, I am exactly 20 years younger than my mother. My mother is 68.
Oh, I assumed that for some reason they got married because
they
of you.
met at 15 and 17.
You know, that was very black. That was very black.
You know what? I apologize for the bigotry, because that's exactly what that
listen.
I mean to assume that.
Okay, Caucasian people love to marry their high school sweetheart. They love it. They like. I was a cheerleader. You know, she was a cheerleader. I played football. It's like, we did it. Hispanic people get married very early.
Yeah.
Like 5. My name is Jose. I'm 5. This is my wife Maria. She's 4. And then it's our son Lupe. He's 2.5. You know, black people, we have to know you first. Like, we got to, have a child by you. See what your mother's skills are like. We can't just jump into no marriage. You're not a good mother. You
have to find out way before.
This is not arranged. It wasn't arranged. If it was arranged, it would be different. But that's how. And
sometimes you have to know, like, maybe she's good with one kid, but how is she with 2? Before I commit to this, I got to figure out if she's any good at being a mom for a long. And teenage years aren't easy. Maybe she's a mess then. Let's just wait this out.
Into it. Yeah. You got to wait to see what she. You got to make her a teen mother. Yeah. Right? You got to see how she deal with adolescence and adversity. Adolescence and adversity
what
go
kind
together.
Of skills?
Man.
I was in prison at 19. Adolescent adversity. Yeah. That's how it go. You got
very true.
Very true. You know what I'm saying? So I started my career. Not actually in prison. I started this comedy club called Just Joking, but I actually found that I was funny in prison.
That's when you knew you were funny.
Yes, very.
And that's the thing. People probably most do know this, but the ones who don't know that you were in prison, and that's when you kind of were like, "This is what I'm going to do."
I want people to know that I was in prison for being a street pharmaceutical rep.
That's right.
Very frowned upon. Very frowned. I want people to know that it's very frowned upon. They want you to have like a degree if you sell drugs.
Yes.
One of the little
now
white
very
jackets.
popular and legal.
You're a go-getter.
They want you to have like a stationary spot like CVS,
Walgreens. Brick and mortar. You're looking for brick and mortar.
You really can't do cocaine in brick and mortar.
Not like a food truck.
A cocaine food truck.
There it is.
Hey,
I love the idea of that because you can run away from the cops. You just hitch it up to a truck like they're close. Let's get the cocaine food truck on the move.
This is the fattest food truck.
Yeah, it's a cocaine food truck that happens to have a Lamborghini engine.
Yeah, I was definitely one of them people that was sarcastically jovial. In prison, I was one of them people that were very sarcastic. Like, hey, do y'all know if y'all fight, they gonna gas everybody? And we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose the next fight. We may win the first one, but the second one, we definitely gonna lose to these officers.
Yeah.
So I was pretty jovial in that aspect. Once I came home, I was very adamant about being a cop.
How long were you in there?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
And it was just a sale of drugs.
Yeah, trafficking. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Delivery of a controlled substance.
Yeah. And were you good at it?
From 14 to 19, I was pretty successful for a little bit.
What's your best year?
At a comedy club.
Yeah. I'm looking at.
Probably a nice set of wheels.
I'm going to
maybe
retire
multiple.
soon. I want to get out of this, and I'm thinking, what's your average salary?
A good average salary on the crack sales.
Crack sales or coke?
Crack.
Oh, that's not going to do that.
Yeah, I was
I'll
up there.
get killed. I'm not tough.
I was up there.
You were doing well. Six figures. Man,
I don't know the statute of limitations.
Yeah, because
yeah, okay. All I got to do is say I don't want to tell you.
I buried some stuff.
On taxes and things. Yeah, that's probably smart.
Some things. I made it.
How about this? What do some people make? What have you heard some people can pull in?
Some people have made $20, and then all of a sudden I seen them being arrested. I'm like, oh, your first sale went bad. Your first sale.
Yeah, you had a 5-year business.
Yeah.
Brady ran a restaurant and it went out of business
8
for 7 years.
Yeah,
You did just as good as him. That's good.
I had a high demanding product.
That's amazing. And so you go to jail and you get out of jail and you're like, I'm going to do stand up because you're funny. So you know that going in. But when did you realize that this is your new path?
When a guy named Rick told me while I was in prison, sometimes you get advice and I was a pretty funny dude in there. And I told Rick, he asked me one day, he said, man, what you going to do when you get out? I said, man, I'm probably going to be a comedian, man. I think that's the path I'm going to go. And then he had been there for a while. He said, man, I've heard a lot of people say a lot of things. Never believed any of them. I think that's the right move for you.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah, and I used to call him Big Hand Rick. He had the biggest, he had on mittens, like he was a baseball player.
He looked like the hamburger helper.
Yeah, man, and I took that to heart, and I never really wanted to go back, one, for myself, but never to disappoint the people that was in there that really believed in me.
What happened to him?
I have no idea, man. I really didn't keep it, because people ask me that all the time. I really didn't keep in touch with a lot of people that was in there for crimes that
he's currently ranked #1 in the country in slap fights.
Yeah. Rick he's a goalie,
a competitive slapper,
soccer goalie.
That's the thing. Have you seen those?
Oh yeah,
the slap.
I want to get into that so bad. I honestly, I think it would be incredible. I think it would be the best.
I box, and I don't think I have the chin.
I box. Slapped. I love boxing. I box all the time. I do a lot of fights. Slapping looks more fun.
Because
you know what's coming. And you have to just eat it.
You have to just eat it. Just eat it.
But you get your shot back.
It's that one particular thing. You're done.
Doesn't it sound fun? Like in boxing, when you'd be like, all right, you tag me, I'm going to get you back. It's too much work.
Yeah, I got to get you, though. I got to get you back. Yeah. But that slap, I saw a dude. You know how hard it is to slap out a side tooth? That is
a molar.
A molar. This is brick and mortar in your mouth.
It's deeply rooted.
I'm talking about God.
That's like a tree stump.
God gave you these forever. Right. If you lose these, something is really wrong with you. To see a man get his side tooth slapped out, I was like, you know something? No. I know my jaw is going to get broken. I just know it. I've taken some straight hits, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. But this slap, it just seems, especially with them dudes who got all that stuff in their hand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I have
the calluses and the real hard stuff. Yeah.
Sir, what do you do for a living? I need to know what you do for a living before you stop.
Right, it's construction.
Do you make pillows, or do you are you like a construction worker?
I test lotion.
Is that
Let's fight.
Oh, the worst person would be what I was when I was in prison. When I was in prison, I worked in a slaughterhouse, and so you would have to. They cut the head off.
Oh
and
no!
Then you would have to ram this thing in and pull everything down.
In what?
And cut it
in the chest?
Yeah. Once you get out, instead of just cutting it, I don't know what they would.
What were you slaughtering? What animals?
Cows.
Oh, man. So you got pretty hungry.
So all day I'm uppercutting.
Tell me more.
This is porn to him right now.
Just if I slap you, and I've been doing this for 8 hours. That side tooth is coming out. I know it is.
Do you still eat meat?
Yeah, I do on occasions.
It didn't break you.
No, it didn't break.
Yeah.
Man.
And I slaughter every year for.
You still do it?
Yeah, for religious purposes, but a goat or something. I'm into slaughtering things. You know.
You're worried about the statute of limitations for
I
taxes.
can't
You say
cut an
that?
animal every once in a while.
You know, but it's legal. But it's the thing. I'm definitely into slaughtering stuff. I'm not opposed to it at all.
Okay.
I'm not, because I still box, and because to be a boxer, you got to still have a lot of savagery.
Oh, sure.
Because
Yeah.
it's this thing, you in there to fight.
Yeah.
And somebody's gonna hit you in your
volunteered
face.
to do it.
You volunteered for 3 minutes, and it's no. And this is the worst thing about me. I am claustrophobic, so I can't get cornered. Like you can't. And then if I get cornered and I had this headpiece on, I'd be telling my spawn point, get back because I'm about to kill you. 'Cause I feel trapped.
You feel cornered?
I feel trapped.
Oh, there's no worse feeling in the world.
Sir, I feel trapped. I need this headpiece off. I need my gloves off. I need everything off me because I feel trapped. I told my trainer, I'm like, hey, take these gloves off. I can't breathe. He's like, what?
You get that bad?
I get bad.
They're scary.
Yeah.
The worst boxing match I was ever in was I had an Irish trainer, and he's like, Johnny, we're going to get you in there with this kid. His kid was like 18. He's training to be like a real fighter. He's 122 pounds, Johnny. You lean on him. I want you to lean on and put some weight on this kid, but don't punch or kill him. I'm like, all right. So I go in there thinking I'm not punching. Within, like, that bell rang, and 2 seconds, this kid comes over and puts my jaw in a new spot and my nose somewhere else. I didn't even have a chance to get there. I'm in the corner, and he stopped the fight because I was bleeding too hard.
Don't punch him, Johnny.
Yeah, I was bleeding too hard. That's never happened in the history of boxing, guys. Like, I don't want to hit him anymore. He's bleeding too hard. I'm like, I'm fine. Keep going. He's like, I'm not doing it. No.
Cut me,
I
Mick.
think you're
Cut
dying.
me.
No.
This beat the crap out of me.
He's like,
and I took one step, and then I found out his nickname's Little Pac-Man. I'm like, what the hell were you putting me in there with this guy for? I'm not ready for that. I'm a lumbering 200-pound white guy in his 40s.
Throw the meat in.
Yeah, a 40-year-old white guy. What are you doing, Little Pac-Man? Don't
I'm in here
hit
for
him.
fitness training, sir.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm not training to fight anyone.
bag never broke my nose, asshole. What's going on? Yeah, he's I don't want to hit you anymore, man. And I'm like, why? You're bleeding so hard. And he's just standing there like,
you see
Bob.
me?
Meanwhile, I'm not allowed to hit him. I go to, yeah.
See, I'm talking to you, sir. He's like,
I'm over here. It was horrifying. And Ray, my trainer, said, what'd you do in there? And I'm like, you said don't hit him. What am I supposed to bled on him? I bled on your guy. He's amazing. He's going to win every belt there is.
Little Pac-Man, I enjoyed today.
Little
Thank you
Pac-Man.
for the workout.
Little Pac-Man, sorry you didn't get more of a workout. I'm like, who the f is Little Pac-Man? I got slaughtered.
That's a complete setup.
Slaughtered.
Pac-Man?
Yeah. You didn't call him Little Pac-Man before the fight? I would have walked away. Like, wait a minute, I don't
I'm
like
not
this.
sparring.
I definitely wouldn't have took this fight if you would have had a nickname Lil Pac-Man.
Yeah.
No, I need.
He's a smaller, faster man. Oh, yeah, let me in there and tell me not to
Why
punch.
don't you get him with Shannon? Okay, I'll get him with Shannon Briggs.
And the worst
what?
part, the worst part was the first round we're bumping, like we're good, a little handshake. Before I could even get my hand back, his hand beat my hand back to my face. I'm like, what the?
That's the thing that
And
you
I'm
talked
bleeding
about.
so hard in 7 seconds, he didn't want to hit me anymore. Career over, Alec.
No headshots, Johnny.
But the crazy part is, you're right, and the reason I tell this is you're right. In a boxing ring, you're insane.
Yeah.
Because I stood there, and if you did that to me right now, I'd be like, oh, Jesus, call the police. But in the ring, I was like, keep fighting. Let's keep going.
I'm a man.
I don't know what mentality that is.
It's a problem, man.
Yeah, something's wrong.
I get hit in the face in there, and I'm like, oh, this is what we doing? Like, yes, this is what we doing, sir.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to kill you now.
But it doesn't make you mad. That's the crazy
and that's
part.
the thing. It's like, okay, bop, okay, good shot. Okay,
nice shot. Yeah,
nice
you're
shot.
like pleased with it almost.
I would
Ooh, that
never
woke me up.
compliment you in the street if you hit me in my face. I would never compliment you. Oh, good, that was a good.
That was
Have
a
you
good one.
ever just been worked by a guy?
No.
No, okay.
No.
Come on. Make me feel better.
No.
You didn't fight Little Pac-Man?
I got a guy.
No, I thought a guy was finna work me.
Yeah.
And I moved I was on I wasn't even on a bicycle. I was on a speed
Running.
scooter. I'm like, I was on it, man. Like, he tried to trap me. I'm like, no, sir, not today.
Yeah.
I felt the first body shot. He hit me from the middle of the ring, and I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate
When they got the reach.
I'm like, oh my God. Like, from the middle of the ring?
Yeah.
Sir, I am over here. Way over
How
here.
did you do
I am
that?
so far away from you. Like,
Yeah, that's it. And the guys with range that can figure you out, oh, it's the worst.
like,
and
he
they'll
was
open
just,
you up.
and he just kept inching. And I'm looking at him like, sir, I'm not letting you do this. Run. I turned my back like twice on him. Like, I just ran. Like, next round. I'll see you in the next round, sir.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make the 4 rounds.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make the 4 rounds. You're not going to do is stop me
Yeah.
in any, because in my gym, they waiting for a stoppage. For somebody to like, I'm not coming back out the ring. And now you can't come to the gym for like 3 days because, you know, they just label
They
you.
never let you forget it.
How he ran.
He ran. You know, they come, they put track shoes in your locker. You know, they just do all type of stuff, man. You don't want it. It's like the time I forgot my gloves. I've only done it once.
Yeah, you never do that twice.
And everybody knows who forget their gloves.
Yeah.
Because you the one in the ring with the pink gloves on. The big ones. You got
Joke ring.
18-ounce pink gloves. You in there with 18 ounces. You like, say, man, why do y'all have these? You're like, you'll never forget your gloves again.
Ever.
Forget your shoes if you want to. Yeah, you know, it's like some ballerina skate shoes. You're
Yeah.
like, hey, man, I like these, though.
They are.
The color's horrible, but I like them.
Who do you think's going to win, Fury or Wilder?
Fury is going to.
He's a better boxer.
Yeah, he's going to be. And I know people. I go with the sir all
me
the
too.
time. Now,
More chances of him to win. Although one punch and this could end.
Yeah, Wilder. But see, you got to think. People say one punch, but he knocked him down with one punch before.
How'd that gypsy get up?
And he got back up like the Undertaker.
Yeah, that was weird.
He was out. Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's like he was out for like 2 seconds, and all of a sudden,
Yep.
I heard the music of the Undertaker, and I got so excited. I'm like, oh, Wilder, it's about to be a problem.
Yeah.
And
Did his index finger come out from his glove like Hulk Hogan?
The one move.
And it was like he just kept peppering him.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's going
was
to be
crazy.
all night.
Well, because Wilder even walked away and did the throat slice after
Like,
he
it's
punched before the
over.
guy's body hit the ground.
And he turned around and his torso was up like, no, sir.
I'm
It's
not
not
done
over.
yet. Yeah.
I'm getting right back up.
That was a crazy. And then I was at the second fight. I'm going tomorrow. So I was at the second fight, and that thing, the intensity was incredible. And I can't wait for tomorrow. But I'm with you. I think Fury wins because he's a better boxer.
You know something? You wanted me to make you feel better about losing around, and then you made me feel instantly bad.
That you're going to be at work while I'm at the fight?
At the fight. Enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to have a great time.
Fighting with people's mentality to make them laugh. And
Worry
give
about
them
getting canceled the
story.
entire time up there.
And that's the thing. I never worry about getting canceled.
Good.
I wish they think they could cancel me.
Yeah.
Go. Right. I've been getting letters written on me since Kentucky. Like,
What does that mean? That's an album name right there.
it's
What happened in Kentucky?
In back in 2017, I was doing some political satire in Kentucky, and they wasn't getting it as fast as I wanted them to. And I said, okay, Kentucky, I understand. I've been here for 3 days. There's 2 things I haven't seen. Is a dentist's office and a library. And they were very upset.
I got that one.
They were very upset. Apparently, y'all been to Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. Or have avoided it for the citizens.
Yeah, they wrote a letter to the club. They was like, we don't want him back at this club. He was so. This is what the letter said, because I would have apologized, but the letter said, Ali Siddiq is so rude. He called us illiterates. She spelled it wrong.
Illiterate.
And I was done. I'm not apologizing.
No, you don't have to apologize to those people.
You called me illiterate. I'm not doing it. Not doing
And
it.
me misspelled
Yeah, man,
names.
you misspelled it. I'm not doing it, ma'am.
Ali Siddiq is at Stand Up Live all weekend long. You want to go 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. And it's as advertised. I liked having you here. It's been a long time. I've watched you for a while. I'm like, man, this dude's story is fantastic. That special on Comedy Central was really, like, it was funny on top of the fact that you had a couple moments in there like, this is more real than I wanted it to be, kind of.
You saw Bigger Than These Bars, the actual special in the prison?
I don't know which one I saw.
Or you saw
The one in the prison.
Ari was
the one in the prison.
I'm seeing it.
And you saw
I
saw
a piece of that.
what is it called? This Is Not Happening.
Yeah.
This Is Not Happening really actually catapulted me to a different fan base with the story of the prison ride, which is affectionately called Mexican Got on Boots. And then I did a story called Mitchell, when I was going to kill this CO when I was in prison, which is very weird to me because elderly white women love this story. And I don't know why.
Why?
I would be in the airport and it just randomly elderly white women be like, you should have killed him. And I don't know what they talking about. So I'm in the airport like, man, you just can't come up and say I should have killed somebody in front of people. And like, I'm like, man, what were you talking about? Mitchell, you should have killed him. I'm like, ma'am, then you wouldn't have heard the story.
Yeah.
And when people, I don't know what it is. And then I do a story about mushrooms, the first time me ever taking mushrooms, which is another fan base because a lot of people send me mushrooms.
Oh, they send them to you?
They send them. They bring them to the show. And then you had and then I was on Bring the Funny. My career goes. So I'm on Def Jam. Yep. I'm on Bring the Funny. I'm on Comedy Central. I'm on Showtime. Then I'm on these very underground drug shows. And now you got all these people in the same place. And I have to please this 65-year-old group, this white group that see me on a very clean show. NBC was like, okay, we're going to go see him. Maybe he's not that bad. Then all of a sudden, so I murdered this dude. The first thing, like, this was not advertised. You know?
I relate to that.
Do you have any 65-year-old white groupies?
It's weird.
Have you taken advantage of this?
Man, what I do is weird because, I still have this perverted kid in me.
So you have answered the question.
Yeah, I'm about to. I got to set it up right.
Okay, I see.
Because if I just say yes, it just seems so
That's what I want.
open-ended. Like, no, you can cut that a lot of ways.
Of course I nailed your grandmother. Of course I did that.
But ever since Benny Hill, right? Since Benny Hill, I've been infatuated with breasts. Since Benny Hill. Benny Hill was definitely soft porn. I don't care what nobody says.
He's a pervert. He's the original Harvey Weinstein. That dude was doing terrible stuff.
So when they hug me, I always take advantage of the breasts.
Of course.
The breasts gotta do it.
You do that.
And, it doesn't matter the age. I don't
Sometimes
care.
they're down at your waist.
Let me go back. It does matter the age. You have to be of legal age.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't matter the age after that. If you're 100 and your breast's still soft, I'm going to hug you. I'm going to do it.
Even though they're flapjacks.
Yeah. Get a lot more, it's more coverage.
Yeah.
It's more soft.
Did you also find through your Benny Hill time that you find it hilarious when an old man gets a bike seat shoved up his ass? Because that's what I think is funny. I always hug an old man and go down there and go, yep, that's happened.
I've been in the cycling group with elderly men, and I've seen a lot of seat shoving.
I did not expect you to follow up. I honestly didn't expect a follow up to that.
I've seen a lot of upside down bicycles in cavity places. Couldn't unclick them shoes fast enough, sir.
It went in him.
I don't know what. I'm like, man, because when you riding in a group, what you don't want to do is be in the middle of the pack and then an accident happens up front and you don't know. And now you just see all these bikes tumbling and you're like, what is that, a seat?
But it is fun to ride by with the doing the Benny Hill.
When you see that Peloton going by.
Just funny to me.
Man, I've seen a lot, because when you cycle, you've seen some accidents and you just ride by. Especially, I don't know why I always want to do, I don't know why I think this is sexy, when you almost get to the wreck and you swift out and swift back in and you look back like, what y'all doing? You know what's going on. You saw the wreck, but you just got to be.
You swing the back tire out and pose.
And you look back like, what are y'all doing back there? And then you hit a pothole and now you tumbling into a Pontiac Sunfire that you just
And you're riding in a good neighborhood and the Sunfire is what you hit first. I don't think you made those since like 83. So I'm running from somebody if I hit a Sunfire. I'm in a bad
I hit an
section
Edsel
of town.
the other day.
Yeah, somebody hit me in a Sunfire. Where were you were selling drugs?
That was the route.
I got hit by a Sunfire. All right. Check his ass for drugs.
It's a guy in my neighborhood, his son, he bought his son for a punishment, a Pontiac Sunfire. Everybody else has good cars. Everybody else in the neighborhood has good cars. All the children got good cars. And his son, he's like, man, my son has wrecked so many cars. I'm not buying him another good car. He's getting his Pontiac Sunfire. And then he's going to tell me it's very used. I'm like, yes, Pontiac Sunfire. So you don't have to tell me.
And
it's Pontiac Sunfires.
And nobody wants to hit a Sunfire.
No. The person inside of it is ready to sue you. He is ready and prepared.
I also got his paperwork already.
Yeah. Boom, stamp.
No,
see you in
it's
court.
already notarized. Oh, my God.
I hit a sunfire. We lost everything. Ali Siddiq is at Stand Up Live tonight and tomorrow. Leave us with words of wisdom, sir.
I have none.
All right.
I have
Perfect.
no
Perfect.
words of wisdom.
Perfect.
Dude, the funny
Hug tight.
is ready to sue you.
He is,
I'm
gotcha.
sorry, he is so ready.
Don't get hit with papers before you even realize it happened.
He got a suit on already. Your Honor, I was sitting here reading the scripture, and I was struck by this man on a bicycle.
His airbag is actually the paperwork. It just comes out in his hand. Ali Siddiq, thank you, man. A pleasure.
No, thank you.
Awesome. This is great. Ali Siddiq, this weekend, you want to laugh, go do it. I'll be at the fight. It's 98.
Arizona's most powerful rock radio station.
He said, fully erect.
98 KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.